Now, the last piece of advice is going to be, again, something more modern, and it's something that I always preach, and it's about building your audience as a creative. I think that most creatives, besides like content creators, a lot of like artists and writers really hate the idea of social media. They hate the idea of the internet. But the manga and webtoon space in particular is completely dominated by the online medium right now. And so if you think about like what it takes to be successful, manga, again, used to be like very optimized for print. We used to get things off shelves, and I mean, still people do, but for the most part, most things are distributed digitally, if I'm being honest. The new realm and world is moving towards digital, and webtoon is actually entirely distributed digitally. That's where it's optimized. And knowing how big social media is and knowing how big just the digital world is, how can you not as a creative want to build and establish your presence online in order to gain a readership or power, and instead of relying on a publisher to market your work? Let's say you have a publisher, right? Let's say you have a publisher, and let's say you don't have a following at all, or you don't post your work online and no one knows who you are. In that case, the publisher has an enormous leverage over you. They could totally do whatever they want to you because you have nothing. You have no ability to market your work without them. But then let's say you're like Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson is a popular author, a huge presence online, and just a huge like backing in terms of like people who are cult fans of his. He has so much power that he could run a Kickstarter and fund a multi-million-dollar project without a publisher's involvement. And that level of power means that he has all the leverage, and all the publishers want a piece of him. They want a piece of him. And so what I'm saying basically is the more people know who you are and the more marketable you are as a creator, the more power that you have and the more that these publishers are going to want to work with you. And again, that's like a really annoying thing to say, but it's kind of factual. And so my advice is for you as a creator, and whether or not you show your face online and talk, you don't have to do that, but like share your art with the world. I think like you can just post images about your manga and just like, that's better than not doing anything at all and just hoping that people find your work on Canvas. You have to be marketing it. You have to be posting about it online. You have to be talking about it. It's just a whole new world where it's not enough to just rely on a publisher.